Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. Hello everyone, to all of my new subscribers and new family members. Hello, hi, welcome. And to my tribe and family at large, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and of course watching another video. Fam, you know I'm always plugging our weekly live stream. In this season we are on Friday nights, okay, typically around the 6:30 hour unless otherwise specified. This past week we went on Saturday. That's why I do encourage you all to turn your notification bells on. YouTube and Facebook, we are live on those particular platforms. I would love to see your profile picture in the place, okay, y'all? So please, y'all, join us on the live stream, okay? And y'all know every time we drop a video on the channel, the goal of the day is 2.1K plus on the likes. If you rocks with your girl, y'all, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that. Look, somebody hit it for you, hit it for someone else. I want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I made a plea to you all, and you all helped your girl, and you are answering the call. So thank you so much for those of you that have been cognizant about hitting that like button, making sure this content goes out to the rest of the world, okay, on the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. And also, y'all, get your copy of Seduced by Satan, okay? The link is pinned in the description below. Y'all don't want to miss this opportunity to grab a hold of this fire book right here. Look at that. Your girl, okay? Your girl is writing the commentary on every chapter, and y'all know I goes in on these birds. Y'all already know. So y'all already know y'all can get a little laughter up in there. Y'all can get some drama. Y'all, I'm talking about page after page. All right. So if you want to see how cerebral / somatic narcissists get down and how he was able to work his game through this web of lies, y'all want to see this, because this right, y'all want to read this right here, because it is based on a true story. See this? Oh, is there a movie in work somewhere? I don't know. Father, thank you. Maybe I'm prophesying. Y'all in agreement with me? All right, y'all. Okay, y'all, let's jump into the topic of this video. Anyway, the description is pinned in the link below. Excuse me, the link is pinned in the description below. All right, let's jump into the topic of this video. I want to get right to it. The worst narcissistic injury you can ever give to a narcissist. I know y'all mind is probably going like, oh boy, where are we getting ready to go with this? Because they get injured by everything. But there is an injury that you can give to these birds that they don't come back from. Okay, that they don't come back from. But just the average person that has left the narcissist can't do this. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is why we have to heal and become whole. Or the average person that just left the narcissist that's got some strength with them, you know, they built with that mental toughness. And they said when they make a vow to themselves, like some of you all have that's watching this video, make a vow to yourself and say, no. I will never go back to that. Now, there's some of y'all out there that can really do that. Okay, because you just got that toughness inside of you. But I'm going to tell you something. This is definitely something that the narcissist doesn't ever want you to learn about them. This is one of those well-kept, well-hidden secrets. But I don't know how it could be so secret, because a narcissist shows you all throughout the addiction ship when you're with them, actually the remnants behind the worst narcissistic injury that you could ever give to them. How do they show you? Because they're so concerned about their image. They're so concerned about what you have to say about them. They're so concerned about what others have to say about them. So this right here, when I share with you what's really happening and what's really going on in this particular type of injury, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I could see why that would be the worst thing that you can ever do. Because listen, these people are mentally ill, and not only that, they have a code that they live by too. You understand what I'm saying? They do. They have a code that they live by. And not only that, narcissists, being as insecure as they are, don't value themselves. Okay. So they pride themselves on the validation. Okay. On the validation and the affirmation that you, the supply, gives to them. That is very important to them. If y'all hear the toy in the back, that's Bella. Y'all know Bella is on her thing, okay? So y'all please excuse her. But the validation and all of the affirmation and all of the compliments and the encouragement that you give to them, they pride themselves on that. And that within you comes from a place, okay? It does. It comes from a place of nurturing. It comes from a place of care. It comes from a place of you saying, I give a care about this person, right? So when we talk about how you destroy these individuals or the worst type of injury that you could ever give to a narcissist, this is it. Here you go. Y'all ready? To not care. Man, to walk in the space of apathy, to walk in the space of being unbothered is the worst injury you could ever give to a narcissist. And what does unbothered look like? What does that look like? You call my phone, I don't answer. And not only do I not answer, but I don't return the call, period. Don't return the call, period. They send you a text message. You don't reply to the text message, or you have them blocked on text and phone, email and everything. They can't get through at all. Okay. And so what happens is, and then not only that, but when they try to reach out either through the kids or the family or anything else that they're, any other avenue that they're trying to get a hold of you or trying to see if they can establish some type of means of communication, you're shutting every avenue down. On your Facebook, on your social media, or on your whatever, you living your best life, and they over there. And I'm gonna tell y'all, while y'all posting y'all best life, that narcissist is over there going through it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the worst narcissistic injury you could ever give them. Why is it the worst? Because what it tells them is that you have unplugged emotionally. And when you've unplugged emotionally, that means that the finance is not available to them. That means that the romance is not available to them. That means that any type of encouragement and validation that you were giving to them is no longer available to them. Your physical presence and nurturing is no longer available to them. That right there destroys them at their core, y'all, because they have to work on your emotions. That's what they live and breathe by. This is what their supply is all about, is your emotion, because your emotion is what keeps you coming back to the situation over and over again. But when you are now moving in a space of apathy and being unbothered, y'all, that right there is crushing to a narcissist. It brings, and what it does is it activates that shame inside of them. It activates that rejection and that abandonment inside of them. And this is why when you guys pull away and you actually disconnect from them emotionally, a narcissist can feel all of that. They do, because I tell you all the time, we don't just exist in the spirit, in the natural world. We exist in the spiritual world too. And these clowns are working with demonic energy, demonic power. And that's how they knew how to really sit there and engage in the abuse the way they did against you. A normal person just can't abuse an individual like that. Come on. You got to be working with some type of demonic power to go as deep and as hard and as consistent as a narcissist is in their manipulation and abuse. These people are mentally ill and they are controlled by dark forces. And guess what? When you finally get free and break them chains from that devil right there, from that backwards walking giraffe, baby, they know it. They know it. And I'm going to tell you, you can see it all over them. Some of y'all done seen them narcissists after y'all had just become completely unbothered with them and they mess. I mean, they can't use the children to get through to you, the family, nobody. Y'all seen that narcissist going, I tell y'all all the time, they have zero coping skills. They gonna lash out at the people that are closest to them. Most of the time, it's gonna be their family. They're gonna start abusing them even more. If they got a new supply, that new supply is catching it. Y'all done saw that too. Y'all, I mean, it's evidence all around them. They go back to them nasty old habits and things that they used to do. Yeah, but see, you was an interruption to that because of all of that goodness and mercy that you were bringing to the table. So now they don't have that no more. Yeah, they don't have that no more. So when you get in that space of apathy and you begin to walk and move in that thing and they can no longer attach themselves to you emotionally, baby, they know it's up. They know it's up. It's all the way 100% over. They already know that. They already know that. And that's why they work so hard to keep you in that thing emotionally. And how do they do that? By doing the breadcrumbing, by doing that gaslighting and trying to make you feel like you crazy to stay with them. And you begin to be totally dependent on them. The projection, the blame shifting, all of this stuff is centered around you staying in that emotional pit with them. But baby, when you come up out of that thing and you realize who you are, they already know the jig is up. They might as well cancel everything because you done. Once you get to that place of being unbothered, that's the worst narcissistic injury you could ever give to them. Because I told you all those different things that it activates in them. But baby, that's what they get. It is. It's what they get. Because when you can sit up and treat somebody like that and you don't care, and this person is pleading with you to stop, and you just continue doing it because you just that wicked and manipulative, baby, you deserve exactly what you getting. So baby, you didn't do nothing to them. They did it to themselves. That is. All right, family. So listen, y'all take really good care of yourselves. All right. Treat yourselves well. I love you all. And I will see you all on the next video. See you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.